Hey everybody! Today we're going to be reviewing filtering, searching, and some general navigation tips to help you get around Odoo better. I've got a Demo 16 instance set up here, and the first thing we're going to do is head to our sales order menu. So one way we can do that is just by clicking on the Sales app here, or from the home screen within Odoo, you can just start typing, and it will automatically pull up a search menu for you. So if I start typing in orders here, we can see everything order related, and we can see our sales order menu here. And if we click on this, we'll automatically be brought to our view of sale orders. So now that we're viewing our sale orders, let's say that we want to view everything that's to invoice from October. So we can go to our filters menu here. We can click on our to invoice filter, as there's already a predefined filter for this. And same for the order date. We can go hover over the order date, and we can see a bunch of different options here since it's the date field. And we can click on October here. So now we can see that we've got 2 orders to invoice from October. So now let's say that we want to view all of our sales orders with deliveries that are either not delivered or partially delivered. So now we can check our filters menu, and there is no filter for our delivery status. So we'll need to add a custom filter. So we can go and hover over our custom filter option, and we can select the delivery status field from the dropdown. And you can see here that we have some additional options here. We can do is not, is set, and is not set. And those options change depending on the type of field that you're trying to set up a filter for. And we can choose the different statuses. In this case, we do want to show the not delivered, so we want that condition there. Now, we also want to see partially delivered ones. So we can click on this Add a Condition button here, and it'll bring up an OR pop-up with another set of filters. So now we can do delivery status is, and then change that to partially delivered. So now when we click apply, we'll see that we have 4 orders in this view that are either not delivered or partially delivered. But the problem is we don't know which ones are partially delivered and which ones haven't been delivered at all. So we can go to our group by section, add a custom group, and group by delivery status. Apply that here, and we'll see that we have 3 that are not delivered and 1 that's partially delivered. So now, if this is a filter that I'm going to be commonly using, I can go here and set up a favorite. I can save the current search, and I can use this by default, and we'll save this as undelivered and partially delivered orders. We can also choose to share this with other users or keep it for ourselves. So I'm just going to keep it for myself. I'm going to save this. And now, if I go back to our home screen, we go back to our sales orders, we can see here immediately that we have our favorited filter, and it is the default search that's applied to our sales order view. So now, additionally, there's also this little icon with 2 lines and a couple dots. If you click this drop down, you can see here that there's a bunch of different extra fields and some fields that are currently shown on the view. And so these are fields that you can hide or show on the view, including delivery status. So if we wanted to actually see the delivery status, we can show it here as a column. This won't be all fields, but there are a lot of fields, different fields that are available to show or to hide if they're not important to you. And these are only applied to your own view. So you don't have to worry about hiding things that aren't useful to you, but might be useful to someone else on your team. So now that we've done a basic overview of filters, group bys, and the different field visibility options, we can head into the form view for one of our records. And we can see here that we've got a couple smart buttons. And there are smart buttons present in a lot of Odoo's form view, and they'll actually take you to various aspects that are linked to whatever records you're viewing. In this case, deliveries. So you can go here to immediately see all of the transfers that are for the sales order. And once again, you have all of your filter, group by, and favorite options available here for this menu. So let's head back to the transfers. I've got one last thing to show you. So by holding down the Alt key, you'll notice a ton of different key options are overlaid across all of the different possible buttons. These are all different keyboard shortcuts that you can use to help navigate Odoo more efficiently, with one of the biggest ones being Alt-P and Alt-N, and those take you to previous and next records respectively. That wraps up our search and navigation tips. I hope this helps you get around Odoo better and gather your data more effectively. Have a great day.